All right, I see the live button. Is that, we're good?
Give it just a second. Okay, you're all set.
All right, I see the live button. Is that, we're good?
Give it
Yes.
just a second.
All right, we got a little feedback and echo, but welcome everybody. It is Monday, August 31st at 4:37 p.m. We have a special town council meeting. If everybody could stand up for the pledge. Then we
I'm
can
in my car.
All right, well, just tilt your head.
Okay.
I pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of
of the United States of
America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, it's rousing. So we have one agenda item. It is the discussion and action on motor vehicle tax billing, due date and grace period. We are at the last day of the first quarter. Am I correct?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
we're at the last day of the grace period that we had in place for the first quarter, correct?
Okay. So Chris Leadham, our tax assessor, is on the line to explain to us what the state of this is and what our options and your recommendations.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for putting this together so last minute. I think it was important to do so. I know over the last couple town council meetings, this has been a topic we've been discussing on trying to push out and see if the state was going to go ahead and act on new legislation that would basically extend the phase out of the motor vehicles, change the amount that we assess the vehicles, as well as the amount that we give as an exemption to the vehicles. So we extended the last two meetings. I know everyone probably remembers we extended the grace period and due dates and mailing of the motor vehicle excise tax bills with hopes that they would make a decision. We'd be able to generate one bill, send that out and sometime in September, and not need to issue a second or a correction, if you will. So we've been waiting on the state. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen anytime soon. Some people are talking sometime in October, but even if we wait, through October, it's going to take another month on my end to generate the bills, and then we're playing catch up with only 6 months of the year left. So I did put together a memo. I do believe that in order for the taxpayers to have enough time, if we can move forward, we'll generate the bill as soon as possible, get those out in September, and then if the state does come through and makes a decision and we do need to change the motor vehicle tax bill, we can then amend that roll, make an adjustment, and send bills out again, which probably will be likely, but it's very doable. So what I would recommend for the council, if we could go ahead and extend the grace period to November 10th on for the quarterly payments, and that would give them hopefully plenty of time to make those first two quarter payments and catch up into our year.
I'll put that in the form of a motion.
Any discussion? Thank
Seems
you.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So we have a motion by Councilman DePasquale and a second from Councilman Kalenda. Councilman Heckert, you have a question?
Just that, Chris, that we could go either way with the state, right? As far as how much we get.
So what's proposed is to basically, instead of valuing the motor vehicles at 80% of the NADA value, they are proposing to change that to 82.5%. And then the exemption amount that's current legislation is $4,000 per vehicle. This would reduce that amount to $3,500. So everything that's, that percentage of the NADA and the amount that they give for the exemption, that gets reimbursed to the towns and the cities. So if that changes and they do move on that particular proposal, the tax bills for Warren would then need to go up slightly,
Right.
probably about 8%. We're not talking a huge amount, but it would be, enough that we would need to, resend bills out to capture that.
You're
Okay.
speaking specifically to the car tax bill, 8%.
Specifically to the car tax bill, yeah.
Thank you.
It'd be between, depending on the value of the vehicle, obviously, but it would be somewhere between, 8 and 10% roughly.
Do
Thank
you have an amount that the town would see revenue, like the difference total?
So I don't have an exact amount. It's very difficult without running it through the system, and I don't have a software that would, to run exact numbers, but it would be, I want to say around $125,000 difference. We're talking, we have over, there's quite a bit of vehicles. So the difference per bill, somebody's bill was, based on a $25,000 car, they're roughly their taxes after all the adjustments is about $500 a year. You're looking at, another $40 that they might need to get adjusted on their bill.
Okay.
So it's
And we
not-
absorb the cost of the whole reissuing of the bill and the mailing?
I believe, yes, we would. We've done something similar to this a few years ago when this whole phase out thing began. They didn't decide to do the phase out until we were already, similar to where we are now, where it was too late, and we had to go ahead and amend, recalculate everything and send adjustments. This would just be in reverse. Instead of doing abatements on everyone's or refunds, we will actually be issuing a separate bill for the small amount, the small difference.
Okay.
That's if the legislation does something this year.
All right. Any further comment or questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so we have a motion and we have a second to extend the grace period of this motor vehicle tax to November 10th. Is that it?
Yes.
All right, so let's do our roll call vote. Councilman Di Pasquale,
Aye.
Councilman Galenda. Aye. Councilman Heckert,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion passes. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay,
We have
thank
a
you.
motion and a second all together now? Aye.
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 Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Happy Labor Day. Have a good safe Labor Day, folks. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye now.